Hello po sa ating mga 1AAS4, 1AAS5, 1AAS6 at 1SEDSOC 3 living in the IT era students. So, in continuation po of our lecture series for midterm, ito po ang inyong midterm lecture 4 entitled Online and Virtual Games. So, to start, basically what is online gaming? Online gaming is any game that you play on your mobile, tablet, or PC or laptop that will require an internet connection. So this is different from solo play games and also standalone games na nalalaro ninyo ng offline. So yun yung difference nila. So just to clarify as well, marami pong genre ito, although just to make sure, there are games naman na online na solo, there are also online games na multiplayer. Although meron din naman massively multiplayer, ibig sabihin kahit sinong pumasok, tatanggapin lang ng tatanggapin as long as kasya sa dun sa server nila. So just to give you an introduction of the textbook definition of games. So ang games po ay nag-umpisa noon pa, although it basically transformed right now into a computer or a mobile game, kasi yun yung definition natin ng games ngayon compared dun sa mga inabutan ng inyong parents at saka ng inyong grandparents na outdoor games. Yun yung differences nila, or yun yung parang main difference nila from games before at saka games ngayon. So where and how, bakit po naging relevant ang online gaming? So online gaming basically became a staple of or a household activity nung nag-start po tayo mag-pandemic, kasi we weren't allowed to go out. So ito yung mga naging pastime natin for the past couple of months nung naka-lockdown. So on our end, parang hindi nga siya months, parang years. So ang definition ngayon ng online gaming, they are either played on mobile, handheld console, so kunwari si Switch, si Steam Deck, or kaya doon naman po sa ating mga consoles na PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and also Xbox. Tapos, of course, there are also variations of other games na nape-play po sa PC. So, ang difference po ng PC games at saka ng console games, especially kung mga mahal na games yan or mga high profile games, allowed po kayong mag-modify ng content ninyo or magkaroon kayo ng developer console doon sa PC games na first version niya compared doon sa console games na kailangan nyo siyang tapusin without any cheats. So there are differences as well. First one is console. So pag sinabing console po, naka-download yung game doon, tapos yung yung console nakadikit sa TV nyo, tapos nilalaro nyo siya sa inyong TV. Kapag naman PC games, kayo ay merong laptop or merong kayong PC na personal computer, tapos dinownload na game niyo, doon nyo malalaro. Tapos meron naman pong web games and applications or web apps na meron siyang DLC or downloadable content na either may payment or wala. Although most of these are downloaded online, halimbawa nakalagay siya sa Steam, tapos pwede kayo mag-download ng game para pag restart nyo ng laro or by the moment na naglalaro kayo, pwede kayong gumamit ng mga extra features or extra characters doon sa games ninyo since meron kayong dinownload. So mobile games as well and handheld. So lilinawin ko po, iba po ang quality ng mobile games, yung mga games sa cellphone ninyo, compared sa mga handheld games na nilalaro po natin sa Steam. So ang example nito ay yung mga Pokemon games po sa handheld Nintendos, at saka po si COD-M or si ODM, o kaya si Mobile Legends naman po sa ating cellphones. So, what are the risks of online gaming? So, sadly, pag meron kasi kayong mga online games or meron kayong PC or console games, there are ratings na lumalabas. So, for example, Grand Theft Auto, medyo rated R siya, in a sense na allowed kayong mag free reign dun sa inyong nilalaro. Tapos, another concern naman ay yung pagiging antisocial natin kasi pag nasanay kayo ng laging nasa laro na online, nakakalimutan natin yung ating interpersonal skills and also our tawag dyan, yung ating pakikisama or ano or ating dapat na demeanor pag meron tayong kaharap na tao kasi nasanay nga tayo screen ang ating kaharap. Yung conduct in a sense na yung nakikita nung inyong mga kapatid na bata pag pinagamit nyo ng pinagamit ng games, baka makuha nila na or ma-realize nila na ano na ay pwede palang gawin yun, ganun ang ending natin. Tapos commercialism in a sense na ano po, yung pay to play na concept at saka yung ano po DLC models na ang nangyayari for you to access privileges dun sa games, kailangan kayong magbayad para magawa siya. Sa mga games natin dito sa ano sa na popular dito sa atin, most of them naman they are also just asking for or they're just looking for skins. Although yung ibang skins kasi or yung mga itsura ng mga character niya minsan may bayad din kasi siya. So doon kumikita yung companies, yung software companies, although ang problem nagiging rip off siya kasi wala naman nagbabago dun sa gameplay, nadadagdagan lang yung itsura. So, what is the future of gaming? So, our first concern is virtual reality gaming. If ever we have an online class, I would be showing you examples for Sword Art Online or yung other games na meron parang nerf, ano, ilalagay kayo tapos after nyo, ilalagay nyo sa ulo nyo tapos allowed kayong ma-experience siya yung game ng ano ng virtual. Meaning ang inyong environment ay ang makikita nyo sa environment nyo ay yung mismong gameplay niya. Pero right now, it's still in its infancy stages in a sense na hindi pa niya kaya na na pag kumilos kayo sa utak nyo lang kayo kumikilos kasi ngayon pag kumilos ka, halimbawa ginamit nyo yung Oculus na gaming virtual gaming reality, ang ending pag kumilos ka you are also moving in the real world, hindi siya yung tipong naka-stationary ka tapos yung utak mo lang yung gumagalaw. Tapos ito po yung types of VR games. So meron tayo sa PCs and laptops. So ayan po yung Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, tapos Lenovo VR headset, meron yan. So yun yung mga yun yung mga virtual reality headsets for PCs. Tapos with regards naman sa game consoles, meron tayong PlayStation VR headset platform. Tapos sa smartphone naman, meron tayong Mirage Solo. So yun yung mga pinaka-popular brands or pinaka-popular products na nag-i-integrate ng virtual reality right now dun sa mga nilalaro natin. So what is AR? AR is basically augmented reality. So ano yan? Yan po ang best example niya ay yung Pokemon Go. So sa screen, sa real life, wala yung character ng Pokemon doon. Pero pag tinutok mo yung screen mo, doon sa doon sa isang kanto or doon sa isang part ng ng iyong bahay or ng iyong basement or school premises nyo, may makikita kang character. So what is mixed reality naman, na maghahalo po yung sensing and imaging technologies natin. Although ito ay medyo matatagalan pa bago makapag-release ng product kasi siya integration na ng lahat ng senses ng katawan, and sadly we still are not capable enough to do that. Although we're getting there naman. So this is the future of virtual reality gaming. So we have here applications for virtual reality technology. So again, if you are watching this before taking up your quiz 4, I am again reiterating na at least either balik-balikan ito or take up some notes kasi this might be included in your quiz. Although hindi ko siya i-discuss ngayon kasi baka yan po ay magiging parang lang, self-explanatory in nature na lang po. Okay, so in summary po, so games basically is a pastime. At the same time, games are there for leisure or for stress relief. Although there are instances naman na sumusobra tayo sa pag-game natin. So just like liquor and other vices, it is recommended that you do this moderately to the point na you still have a social life after gaming. So, I will see you all again dun po sa ating next lecture. Muli po ako nagpapaalala, mag-attendance po dun sa comment section ng video lecture sa YouTube kasi or sa aking YT channel kasi this will count as your midterm grade. So, I still have one lecture left. So, midterm lecture 5 kasi we have 5 weeks naman for our midterm before yung exam. So, I'm hoping that every week meron ako mabigay sa inyo na lecture. So, I hope to see you again next meeting. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.